Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today with an update on my condition and a giant snafu that happened at the VA. Now, usually for my appointments, I have the DAV pick me up to my appointments and take me back home. DAV is the Disabled Vets organization, and they say schedule appointments like at least 7 days in advance. And when I got these two, I have an appointment for a lab today, and I scheduled like 3 weeks ago, and I have one for Dr. Larson next Friday. And I scheduled that 3 weeks ago. I scheduled them both on the same day. Well, anyways, when I was at VA yesterday at the emergency room, they scheduled me for an appointment at orthopedics at 9:40. DAV was supposed to pick me up. They usually give me a phone call. They didn't give me any phone call. Around 9 o'clock, I started like, what's going on? I called up my mom and sister, telling them what was going on, and they were like, well, just try calling them. I called up the receptionist. She tried calling up DAV. I called up DAV a few times. All I got was a recording. No one was at the office. And they said, well, we'll hook you up to DAV, and got the same recording. I called up a few more times. And I got just like a ringing tone. No one was there. And I finally got a hold of the front desk, and I thought when I called the operator was the front desk, but the operator's in the basement. Front desk is something completely different. The front desk I know has a log of the people getting rides from DAV and the people who need getting picked up to take back from DAV. And I found out that they put down I put down my correct address, but they put down the wrong name and wrong phone number. I don't know how Jason Callan became, I don't want to say the veteran's name, but Jason Callan became, let's say, that Bill Cosby cartoon Fat? Not me, Fat. With Albert. It became Albert. And something then, the last name rhymes with Jacques Cousteau. How the heck they got that from Jason Callan, I don't know. And phone number, instead of my phone number is way off. Like way off. And they tried calling it, they couldn't get a hold of nobody, and it was a bad phone number. And what they do is, when they go just like that, they call up ahead of time. So I was up at like 6 o'clock waiting for a phone call. And they call up and they say, is this who so-and-so? And then you say yes, and they say, could you repeat your address? And they ask a couple questions, just confirmation. Because they don't want to go up, because they've been going up there before. People say, well, I canceled my appointment, or they go up there and they find that's not the right person or something like that. They waste all that time. Because I live like 25 miles or so from Erie, like a half-hour drive or something like that, or more miles. I'm not sure, 35 miles from Erie. And I couldn't believe it. I was actually really mad. And I missed my appointment, and then the guy didn't come pick me up till like 10:15. The guy was kind enough to come back because he actually picked up someone from the Barnett building. And there was another guy that's supposed to go to that address. He called him up, and it was a bad phone, so he just didn't show up. I was wondering why they weren't calling me, and I was kind of mad. And then a guy finally picked me up at 10:15. I called up orthopedics, and they said, well, I told them exactly what happened when they said it's not your fault at all, because I feel bad that I bug people. It's wasn't my fault. And they said, when you come in, just let us know. And I had the crutches and knee brace, and I was going to turn them back into physical therapy. That knee brace drives me nuts. And anyways, went to physical therapy, and they came and saw me. And the guy said that, take off the knee brace. He said there's some swelling in the knee. It's still sore, but I can walk on it pretty good. It's a lot better than it was Wednesday and Thursday. A lot better. And I was given a steroid yesterday. I can't remember what it was called, but apparently that helped. And they said a little bit of swelling, and they said there's a bone protrusion from my one calf, small bone growing out of my one calf, calf bone or bone of my calf. I said if they said that becomes the issue, they have to have surgery and shave it down. It's not an issue yet. But I still have some soreness, not around that area, but around the knee, there's some swelling. Probably give it a couple of days for it to go down. I go back to work Monday. Hopefully there'll be no more problems. I can walk around pretty good even though it's still sore. I went to lab. Got my blood work done because the appointment I really had was for lab like 3 weeks ago at 11 o'clock. And I'd made that like 15 minutes after, But I mean, it was in and out. And then I went to physical therapy. I gave back my crutches and my knee braces to someone who really needs them. Because I mean, I used them and I can walk around now. So I'm better. There's still soreness now. I'm feeling much better. Like I said, there's still soreness, but I can walk okay. Hopefully it'll stay that way. I'm going to rest and take my weight off my knee. I want to get back to doing fun videos like I did before I did like this getting hurt video. But I mean, it was a major mess up. And I went to DAV and I talked to them about it. I set up an appointment for that. I have another appointment with orthopedics on the 18th. They just made it. I set up to get transport from there, and I have transport next week. And I had them look in the invoice, and it said right name, Jason Callan, right phone number and address. So, and then I got the phone number of the front desk. If anything happens, I don't get a call or nothing, I'm calling the front desk, and they know what happened this week, and I'm sure they'll know if there's a screw up next week. Hopefully there'll be no more screw ups because I was really shocked and upset, but I'm not. Still a little bit mad, but I mean, I'm not as upset as I was. A major snafu at the VA. And then I was so upset I didn't even bother to bring my camera to the chow hall, the Patriot Cafe. Because, I mean, after I left DAV, I straightened that out. I went to eligibility, got my means test, which is like a financial thing, clothing your status or something like that. I have that. I got to fill that out, but she said I can fill that out anytime and mail it in. I'll probably do it sometime in a couple weeks or something. I'm not going to do it right now. And then I went to the Patriot Cafe, the chow hall. They also got something called Patriot Brew, which has Starbucks coffee there. And some cakes and stuff like that. I didn't order from there, but looks pretty interesting. Maybe I might order there next time. I don't know. But at the Patriot Cafe, well, there's no place to sit down and eat, I don't think, when you order something there. The Patriot Cafe had offered subs. I got a meatball and pepperoni sub, which was really good, and it was like $4.99 for a foot long. And there might have been too much cheese on it, but it was like, I mean, it was a regular roll, and a regular foot long roll. You can get a foot long or a half, and they put on the butter and put it on the grill, and then it's not as fancy as Subway though, but I mean they put like a decent amount of pepperoni, a decent amount of meatballs on it, put cheese, and put a decent amount of marinara sauce on there. Next time I might eliminate the cheese because the cheese was a little bit too much cheese for me, but it was really good. I'd probably give it maybe an 7.5, 7.5 out of 10. And I got order fries that were really good. Probably give them 8 out of 10. And a drink, it came like $7.01. So the only thing I don't like is they charge for refills, but the refills are a reduced rate for like a medium drink, like 79 cents. But I just made sure to drink my Coke slow. I didn't want to pay for any more refills. But I mean, and right after I was done, I got called to the front desk, and they said they're ready to pick me up. And then the guy didn't come until like 20 minutes later, but gave me enough time to read all the comics in the newspaper from the Cleveland Plain Dealer or something like that. They have a whole bunch of comics in there. So I actually read all the comics, and then I called out, and I came back home about 20 after 1. Maggie has been so nice getting up, and then you can hear her purr from like 4 feet away. She's really being good. She was on the table a little bit. I was trying to get her to walk in camera, but she didn't really do that. She jumped off. But it's all right. She is really good. I made a really good choice picking Maggie. I really did. She's a sweet, sweet cat. Not the biggest on getting held, but that's all right. So what I plan on doing is going back to funner videos in a little bit. I got a couple of spicy food reviews within this weekend that I'll be uploading. I hope you enjoy them. And I just wanted to make sure I did this video first, an update and major snafu at the VA. So till next time, everybody, please take care, my Legion. But I'm feeling much better. Thank you for all the well wishes from everybody too. I love you all very much. And you're all great people. You really are. So take care, everyone.